Yo guys, and welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 CDL classes as of right now. Please don't look at the top left, because at the moment it says I'm in the position of 17. I'm not actually, I've only played one game, well I am, but I've only played one game, and I went off straight away, so people have already gone way above me, and somehow I'm still 17th. I probably should be bottom, but I'm not. So anyway, let's get into the video. Okay guys, to start off with, we're going to be using AK47U. Don't look at the bottom because I'm only doing the top gun, and that is the AK47U. Okay, to start off with, we'll be using the Spetsnaz compensator because this will increase the vertical recoil control, and unfortunately will decrease the horizontal recoil control, but that's nowhere near as good as the top one. Okay, we will also be using the 10.3-inch task force, as this will increase a lot of stuff like the damage, the effective damage range, and the bullet velocity. Obviously, this will be helpful when you're trying to fight more long-range fights, because obviously you're going to be doing a lot of that with just one class. Okay, for the next one, we're using the Spetsnaz grip, as this will increase both recoil control types, vertical and horizontal, very easy, and this is the best one by far. I mean, you can use bruiser grip, but it's nowhere near, in my opinion, as good as the Spetsnaz grip. Okay, for the next one, we'll be using the 50-round fast mags. This is really good, obviously, because if you're shooting from long range, you might miss a few bullets, and will be great. And obviously, the fast mag is pretty self-explanatory. It just reloads a lot faster, and obviously, if you're in that quick close range fight, you want to use that really. The next one, we'll be using the skeletal stock. This is amazing because obviously, sprint to fire time is very important with an SMG and very close range fights. So this is just very essential to start off with. Okay, guys, for the next one, we're using XM4. This is a very good gun, obviously, if you're looking for the more medium to long range fights with the sniper. Obviously, again, I'm going to say here again, it's not all the class, it's just the XM4 that I'm looking at the moment. So let's get into it. Okay, first we're going to be using the SOCOM Eliminator, which will have the vertical recoil control and the muzzle flash concealment as the benefits. Obviously, the muzzle flash concealment is very big because you don't want people to see where you are, and this will help out quite a lot. For the next one, obviously, we're using the task force because this will increase the damage and effective damage range, obviously, for the long range fights, and the damage buff is just really good in general. For the next one, we're using the field agent grip. This will obviously help, like the other one, both types of recoil control. For the next one, we'll be using the exact same fast mag as we did last time, the 50-round fast mag. Pretty much the same reason. You shoot in and you might miss a few bullets. You're going to need the biggest drum you can, and also the fast mag is just self-explanatory to get that faster reload speed. For the next one, we're using the airborne elastic wrap because this is one of the most crucial things. Obviously, when you're going aiming while going prone is so big for going for prone shots, and they're such a key bit in CDL because most people are not going to expect it in Cold War because it's such a bad movement. Okay, moving on to the next one, we're using the AK47. Now, this gun is an absolute machine. Honestly, it shreds people completely. I've seen so many videos of people shredding with this gun. Okay, to start off with, we're using the KGB Eliminator. This obviously increases the vertical recoil control and the concealment like the other gun. Okay guys, for the next one we'll be using the 18.2-inch takedown, as look at the effective damage range. It's insane for how much it gives, and for how much it takes away 5% sprint movement speed. It's insane, and you have to pick that one. For the next one is the Spetsnaz grip. This obviously is the same as we've had for the last two ones. It's just the best grip about. Literally, the buff it gives is amazing. And for the shooting move speed, it's not that important. So for having that, it's just the best you can get. And for the next one, we'll be using the GRU elastic wrap. This is really good as well because of the aim while going prone. Obviously, for the prone shots, that are very effective. You just want to use this because they're so insane to use. For the next one, we'll be using the skeletal stock, as it will improve the sprint to fire time like we've used on some of the other guns in the class setup. For the next one, we'll be using the Tundra. This is probably one of the best ones. As you've seen on my other classes, I'm using it quite a lot, and obviously the stabilizer is the one you're going to be wanting to use here. You can also use the infantry stabilizer, as it's very good, but you obviously will have that minus 20% aim down sight time, which I don't like personally, but you guys might not mind it, but I definitely do. For the next one, we're using the 28.2-inch Tiger Team. This is amazing because look, it plus 20% damage, plus 21% fire rate, and plus 6% bullet velocity. That's some great power up pros to use, and it's definitely the best one to use. For the next one, we'll be using the infiltrator grip. Obviously, as you see the buffs there, I mean, this one is not as important, but obviously you can also use the bruiser grip. They're both really similar ones, and it's up to you completely what one you want to use, but in my opinion, I use the infiltrator grip. For the next one, we'll be using the airborne elastic wrap because of the aim down sight speed, which is really important on a sniper, And aim while going prone is not exactly important on this, but unless you want to go for some crazy prone shots, which is probably not going to happen. And for the last one, we'll be using the Raider pad, which will improve the sprint to fire time. And for the final one, we will be using the MP5. This is a very controversial one because people are saying it's bad, but I really like it. First, we'll be using the SOCOM Eliminator, which will increase the vertical recoil control and the muzzle flash concealment. We will also be using the Task Force as it has a lovely amount of buffs for an SMG, the plus 6% damage and the plus 50% effective damage range. And if you do pair this up with a sniper, it's going to have to go a little bit further, so that effective damage range is perfect for it. For the next one, we'll be using the Field Agent Grip. We've used this for a few other ones because it's just so good. This will obviously increase the vertical and horizontal recoil control. For the next one, we'll be using the Airborne Ballistic Wrap. Like the other ones, aim down sight speed and aim while going prone is a very important pros to have on a SMG/AR/ up close weapon that you won't have. Like say if you don't have, so you have a sniper, it'll be perfect for that. For the final one, we'll be using the Raider stock, which is very good, obviously, for the sprint to fire time for an SMG. This is a very good class if you're rushing about on CDL for maybe like an S&D, if you're the flanker or something. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe, because there'll be a lot more where this comes from. Follow my Twitch in the description, and see you in the next one. Peace.